What will you do with Jesus? That was a question that was asked in a song that we would sing quite often at worship growing up. And it's a question that's worth thinking about. What about you? What will you do with Jesus? Well, in John 19, verses 19 through 22, we see what Pilate did. Pilate had a notice prepared and fastened to the cross. It read, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." Many of the Jews read this sign, for the place where Jesus was crucified was near the city, and the sign was written in Aramaic, Latin, and Greek. The chief priests of the Jews protested to Pilate, "Do not write, 'the King of the Jews,' but that this man claimed to be the King of the Jews." Pilate answered, "What I have written, I have written." Now we know that Pilate was consenting to the death of Jesus. He had to give his approval or permission for Jesus to be crucified on the cross. But ultimately, as far as in that setting, it was those Jewish chief leaders that were seeking that death penalty for Jesus. And it seems like more of a political ploy, or that Pilate had a sarcastic sense of humor if he had put across there, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." I don't think he necessarily believed that, because if he did, why would he have permitted Christ to die upon the cross? But whether it's the Jews of his day, whether it's Pilate, who was the ranking Roman official in that area, or whether it's you or I, that question comes to you. What will you do with Jesus? Do you believe that Jesus is the King, that he is the Christ, that he is the Messiah? Or do you just think, well, that's just something he said? I don't really believe that, because ultimately that does make a world of difference. It makes a difference of whether you believe in Christ or whether you don't. It makes a difference of whether you're going to be in Christ by putting him on in baptism and making him the Lord of your life, or choosing not to do those things. And so that's a big question to consider. And hopefully for those of us who believe, and for those of us who are in Christ, hopefully we're living our life in such a way where it's clear and evident to others that we are followers of him. And so what will you do with Jesus? That's the thought today. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a great day.